Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Very good morning to all of you. First of all, I would like to congratulate SKK Migas, that is the Special Task Force for Upstream Oil and Gas Business Activity Republic of Indonesia, and all the stakeholders in upstream oil and gas industry for organizing this 2020 International Convention on Indonesia upstream oil and gas. This event hopefully is going to create a synergy and discussion among all stakeholders to be able to improve the production and performance of oil and gas industry. The theme of this event, the road to 1 million barrel oil per day and 12 billion standard cubic feet gas per day in 2030 through aggressive upstream oil and gas transformation is very relevant. We all know that oil and gas is still very much a very critical strategic commodity for the development in Indonesia. In this occasion, especially during the current situation when pandemic COVID-19 is still threatening the life of the people, the livelihood of the people, and also affecting economy severely, we have to be very vigilant and also rethinking fundamentally the strategy ahead. As you all know that the COVID-19 affecting global economy very fundamentally and significantly. The world entering recession because of this COVID-19. For this year, global economy is going to be projected minus 4.4%. For Indonesia, after the second quarter, which is also suffering a deep contraction of 5.3, we are starting to see the recovery on the third quarter, which is still at the negative zone. The effort to recover the economy is something that the government now focusing. Of course, it is really depending on the government control of the COVID-19 and also the participation of the people, business community, in order for all of us to be able to manage the spreading of the COVID-19. At the same time, the government using all the instrument policy in order to stimulate and recover the economy. First and foremost, protecting the people from this COVID and their livelihood, especially those who's vulnerable and losing their job. We also support small, medium enterprises as well as businesses in order for them to be able to not only survive from this COVID-19, but also to recover fast. Indonesia is also struggling to recover the economic on all sectors. The hardest hit by the COVID-19 certainly related to the transportation, trade, as well as in hotel and restaurant. But we also see declining very significantly on the manufacturing sector. Mining sector, including oil and gas, hit very hard by this COVID-19. The demand declined very significantly globally. And the supply side is also pressured by so many factors. On the price of the oil, we see a dramatic volatility during this COVID-19. Even at some point, we saw unprecedented negative price of oil, even though only for 2 days. But this is telling a lot about how challenging and extraordinary the situation that we are all facing, including the oil and gas industries. For Indonesia, the situation is going to require a lot of attention. Oil and gas is actually struggle for quite some time. I've been finance minister about 10 years ago or 15 years ago. And at that time, the discussion about the declining of production of oil and gas has already happened. There are a couple of things that we really need to address in order for us to be able to improve the level of production or lifting, both on oil and gas. And first, of course, there should be the right policy related to how we are going to encourage the exploration. Because relying on the existing production, which is all declining because of their natural age, is going to be something that we cannot use the approach. We need to prepare for a new strategy. Of course, for the existing production, we really have to make sure that there will be an efficiency given the price volatility of the oil and gas. But at the same time, I would like to also encourage the SKK as well as the industry to continue exploring. It's not easy, especially with the projection of the oil price is not really also recover very fast. But this can be done with technology as well as the support of the government. From the fiscal point of view, we are also creating a support for all of you to be able to explore as well as realizing the potential lifting and production of the oil and gas in Indonesia. First, at the bigger context, the government has already approved from the parliament the law on job creation, which really addressing the issue of bureaucracy and regulation in Indonesia so that they are going to be able to be simplified and efficient to support the all industries in Indonesia. These are all the effort that the government tried to address in order for us to be able to create an economy which is competitive and productive. The second one, we also use all our instruments in order for us to be able to support significantly each of the industry and in particular for oil and gas sector. I believe that Ministry of Energy is already launching 2 options for you to explore, whether you are going to use the cost recovery or you are going to use the gross split. These are the options that can be provided and the choice is going to really up to the industry to choose which one which is suitable for you. In addition to that, we use our fiscal tools in order for us to be able to support from all the business cycle of the oil and gas industry, starting from exploration to the production stage. The incentive that provided from the fiscal side, including income tax reduction, which we decline from 25 to 22 or up to 20% in the next 2 years. This is all has been also put it in the job creation law. We also provide VAT exemption on the import duty and various other facility in the special economic zone. And to minimize the barrier, the government also provide flexibility to the contractors to choose between, as I mentioned earlier, production sharing contract, which is based on a cost recovery or based on gross split. Aside from those efforts, we also this year issued the Minister of Finance Regulation number 140, which to deregulate the upstream industry's business. The regulation focuses on several main arrangements of the use of barang milik negara or government property. First, we harmonize the authority and responsibility as well as risk sharing between Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources, and implementing agency in managing the upstream oil and gas owned by the government. Second, we also simplify bureaucracy to support the optimization of upstream oil and gas by giving a bigger role to the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources to implement to the implementing bodies. These are all the effort that we are trying to continue address in order for us to be able to formulate the right policy with the goal to improve and increase the ability of the Indonesia to produce more oil and gas. I understand that the oil and gas industry facing not only the uncertainty in the form of the global recession as well as geopolitical, but also in the competing with other renewable resources. So for oil and gas industry to be able to continue to be relevant, you have to be able to be efficient. These are all the one that I would like to all of us, the stakeholder of the oil and gas industries, as well as the government and the SKK Migas, to have the same vision regarding how we are going to improve the performance of oil and gas industries in the future. Indonesia still continues suffering from the declining oil and gas production, while at the same time, the demand and the need from the energy is going to continue increase. The demand is going to increase when the Indonesian economy is going to grow even higher. We are aiming to achieve the economy which is high income countries. And that means the need for energy is going to continue increase. And that's why having the oil and gas production as well as other energy sources is going to be critical for the Indonesia support for our goals to achieve high income country. I do hope that this convention will provide a real breakthrough as well as idea in order for us to be able to address the issue of the oil and gas industry and formulating the right policy so that all stakeholders can play a positive and constructive participation in improving the production of oil and gas in Indonesia. I wish you all a good success on this convention. Thank you so much.